Hi, I'm Michael Smith with Nevada Trails, and tonight I have a very special show. I have Curtis Fong, the man from Tahoe.
The guy from Tahoe.
The guy from Tahoe. I screwed it up already. And but in any case, you're my ski guru, and I've looked back at some of our past shows this year, and I really enjoy them.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and thanks for inviting me back.
Well, the Ski Heavenly show has good music, and then we have with Jazz Van Gogh, and then we had Tahoe skiing with Buster Blue. That was a good show, and then you did your mountain skiing with your helicopter.
Oh yeah,
and that was awesome. So I hope people can go to our website and check out those shows because they're very entertaining. And so, anyways, in a nutshell, how would you say the season's going for you?
Oh, it's been going really great. Plenty of snow coming at the right times. All the resorts are in full operation up there, and it's been dropping some powder here and there, and we're just finished up with the Olympics and all, so a lot of people are kind of interested in the skiing and snowboarding scene out there. And, there was a day up at Heavenly where about 14 inches of fresh snow had fallen, and I've got some great video to show you on this particular show, so all you folks stay tuned for that. But it was a day I went out skiing with a buddy, as we do, and I was skiing the trees up off the western perimeter up at Heavenly Mountain Resort up on the Nevada side. And the skiing was so good, I just kept on going and going and going and going through these trees, and I actually found myself kind of lost.
Well, what happened to your buddy?
My buddy happened to pull out at the right place at the right time, and I got off way down below where I should have been. But anyway, finally found myself coming out at the Palisades down there.
So you're off the course.
Oh, I was way out of bounds, and I didn't even realize I was out of bounds. But anyway, I've got a great piece of video showing you some of that. So do you want to go check that video out?
Well, it just shows that even an avid skier can, sometimes makes mistakes. But you also were prepared, though. You had a cell phone.
Oh, yeah, I had my cell phone. I had a good cell signal. Had my GPS works on the cell phone, so I wasn't too worried. But I just had to try to figure out where my bearings were. But yeah, I found myself probably a lot further down the hill than I wanted to be.
A little tough hike back up?
About 2 hours of hiking back out, but it was well worth it, though. So here's the video of me skiing those trees when I got lost up
Keith,
on the Nevada
go
side.
ahead and run Heavenly Nevada and Curtis Fong's adventure.
Valentine's Day, 1844. Captain John Fremont first set his eyes upon the great blue chasm never seen before. And the story begins and a legacy is born. Tahoe by name, Tahoe by legend. The Indians call her Big Water of the Sky. By the light of the full moon they head for the summit, along with their children for spiritual ride. From Thunderbird Lodge to Vikings Home, the Funnet Island Tea House and the Captain's Ghost, to the graveyards at Glenbrook where the steamers went down, and the Queen of the Lake, oh, she's resting now. Cross on Tulaco when the snow falls. It's an autograph left and placed by the gods. And no matter what you've seen, and no matter where from, when you call. Ventura Cave Rock and the Lincoln Highway to Sinatra's Cal Neva and the words of Mark Twain. The story is deep and as clear as a name. And across on Tulaco when the snow falls, it's an autograph left and placed by the gods. And no matter what you've seen, and no matter where from, when you come, you'll know my name. Tahoe, Tahoe, Indians carving along the sky. To the light of the full, they head for the summit. Along with their children for spiritual ride. Tahoe, my name. Tahoe.
Well, that was exciting, and I tell you that you come out with the best stuff. It's always entertaining, and you get out there safely.
Yeah, I did get out of there safely, and all my friends, you know, the cell phones were working. People were calling me, "Where are you?" And I finally got back up to Stagecoach Lodge there, and everybody kind of just gave me a round of applause that I walked in, and I was still among the living at that time.
Well, it's always good to be prepared, though.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, I had an opportunity. Wayne Wong, who was a world hot dog freestyle champion.
You've said that.
Yeah, he's my good friend. I mean, actually, we call each other brothers. It's so funny. I've known him for many, many years, and we get mistaken every once in a while. But Wayne is repping a brand new technology in skiing called the Anton Suspension Ski System.
I've heard about that.
And I had an opportunity to catch up with Wayne at Squaw Valley, USA, and have him ski for me and test his skis. So that's the next video that I have to show you.
Well, I got to see this. Hit it, Keith.
We're here at beautiful Squaw Valley, USA, you know, the site of the 1960 Olympic Games. And joining me, man, oh man, I'll tell you what, I am privileged. He is my brother from another mother. He is a world, in the day we called it hot dog skiing, champion, Wayne Wong. Wayne, how's it going?
It's great, Curtis. Which one is the real Wayne Wong? Please stand up, right? My brother.
That's right, man. Here, let's switch outfits and then... Well, you know, back in 1960 when the Olympics were here, it was very instrumental for me to become a skier. That was the first time I saw skiing on TV on that old black and white tube.
Yeah.
And it influenced me highly to take up this sport, you know, and I was like 10 years old. So, but back in the day, I remember, and of course, not that far long ago, skis then were those little tiny strips. I don't even think there were safety bindings.
They had the runaway straps on them, right?
That's right. And nowadays, you have a brand new technology here you're bringing to the ski industry. Tell us about it.
Yeah, you know, ever since the shape ski revolution of skiing, there hasn't been anything substantial in the ski industry to really change the way we were skiing. And we have this new suspension system. It's called the Anton Active Suspension System. And what it is, it's like the suspension on your motorcycle or on your bike, where it keeps the wheel contacted to the ground. So this suspension system does the same thing. It makes the ski stay on contact with the snow, so you don't get any chatter or any vibration.
Fantastic. And so we're going to go out and we're going to go test a pair of these skis, and we'll tell you what's up with that, huh?
Gonna rip.
All right, let's go rip.
Okay, I'm ready.
Curtis, that was excellent. I really enjoy the work you do for the show. And now you were talking about you were doing some out-of-state things.
Well, yeah, first off, Wayne can still turn that ski, as you could see.
Well,
he was doing that little signature slow dog noodle there at the finish there. He's done, he was the guy that did all those freestyle, or what was called trick skiing moves back in those days. Wong bangers, worm turns, all those fun things that all the what we called free doggers did in those days. And so anyway, Wayne was telling me he was going out to the SIA show out in Denver. The SIA is the Snow Sports Industry of America, so the big annual buying show. It used to be in Vegas and got moved to Denver this year. And they happen to have 2 days of on-snow demos at Winter Park.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, at Winter Park, Colorado, and that was in conjunction. At the same time, I should say, my North American Snow Sport Journalists Association planned a meeting at that same time in Winter Park. So I invited Wayne out to come out and show this remarkable ski to the press, all my press friends. So he did a special clinic for all my North American Snow Sports Journalist people. So I've got a video of that clinic and skiing on that ski. So if we want to go check that out.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's go check that one out.
Another lazy day, and I don't seem to move at all. The sun is going down behind the mountains now, while I sip and empty my tie through a straw. Been covered in sandy oil glaze, but I don't seem to care at all, 'cause the day is winding down. I'm as comfortable as the clouds drifting gently by the summer skies above.
My name is Christina Keegan, and I'm Miss Nevada. Every 2 minutes, another American is sexually assaulted. The attack may last just moments, but the effects can last a lifetime. I would know. 4 years ago, I was sexually assaulted. But there is hope. If you or someone you know has been sexually assaulted, you are not alone. Help is just a phone call away through the National Sexual Assault Hotline at the number on your screen. You can join the fight against sexual violence by volunteering in your community. Log on to rain.org to learn how.
Restoring the Truckee River? Many said it couldn't be done, but the Nature Conservancy took on the challenge.
This was the biggest thing we've ever done.
A year later, things look different.
We're out here to see what we can find. You can see these small little trees that are growing. These are all cottonwood seedlings. This is what we call wiregrass.
We have wetlands. That means we have frogs. We have wetlands and insects. That means we have birds. And we have the diversity of all kinds of species at all kinds of ages.
The fish habitat, since they've changed the river, created the meander here, has just improved dramatically.
We're seeing actually already a huge improvement in the number of species and the number of birds that we can find out here as bird watchers or as ornithologists.
We're glad that they're working with the tribes and restoring the river to its natural ways here.
Standing here now in a early summer evening and hearing the shorebirds and the water moving through the river. It was so different here not so long ago.
The Nature Conservancy, protecting nature, preserving life.
Well, wow, we're back from the break, and before we went to break, you were talking about the Anton Ski Clinic?
The Anton Ski, yeah. You saw me skiing that ski there. That is a suspension system ski. It's built with like carbon composite, like you build a bow with aircraft aluminum on top of that, and the binding is mounted on that. And the principle behind it is there is constant pressure on the edge of this, the full length edge of the ski, which makes the ski so much easier to turn and less fatiguing. Most people will kind of move forward, middle, and back as they initiate the turn. And this ski, you just stay well-centered and just roll it over. Just carves a wicked carving turn. And so easy to ski. And I found myself, I was much less fatigued, much less stress on my knees. And at the end of the day, I wasn't that tired.
Excellent.
So it's a great ski, I think, to learn on, and a great ski if you just like to get out there and just cruise. And then you can adjust the suspension for harder snow, softer snow, or make it feel longer like a GS ski. So anyway, if anybody's interested, they can go to antonskis.com to check that out.
Well, it sounds like it's worth you checking out.
Yeah, for sure.
So you lucked out. There's all kinds of skis you were testing too, wasn't it?
Yeah, while I was there at SIA, I ran into my friends, my sponsors from Salomon. So I got to do an interview on the whole lineup of what they're going to offer next year. So here's the full lineup of what Salomon is offering next year. You want to go see that?
It's like the right place at the right time.
Let's go check that out.
Hit it, Keith.
Hey, snow sports fans, it's Curtis Fong, the guy from Tahoe. Thanks for joining us here on RSN. We're here at the Salomon booth at SIA, and they've got a really nice lineup of product here. Joining me is Jenny, and we're going to go over the line, and this is the stuff that you could be skiing on next season, so stick with us here.
As Curtis said, we just got back from a great SIA show in Denver. Now we're here in Winter Park for the on-snow portion and the true ski testing. So right here we have the brand new 2012 from Salomon. It's the first double rocker ski from Salomon. It's got a great footprint to it, awesome for skiing the whole mountain, a ton of fun, not just in the park, but the whole mountain. It's the Salomon 2012. Hopefully you guys are familiar with the Salomon Shogun ski. This is a carryover ski from last year. We got tons of sizes up from a 190 all the way down to the women's geisha ski in a 154 for all you ladies. This ski was inspired by Mark Abma. It's got bamboo for a nice lively feel. It's about 101 underfoot. It's perfect for skiing the whole mountain. This is your one ski quiver. It's got just the right amount of rocker for some powder. It's got a nice side cut to it. If you haven't tried the Shogun, I cannot recommend it enough. Next we have the Czar over here, another ski that you probably are familiar with from last year. A nice upgrade this year. We put a layer of bamboo in there for increased liveliness. We got the bigger sizes that you guys love. This is a nice powder charging all mountain ski. It's the Salomon Czar. And here we have the Salomon Sentinel ski. Brand new ski from Salomon. This is to take your all-mountain riding to the next level right here. We got World Cup race technology in this thing, 2 layers of metal, full wood core. You gotta flex this thing to believe it. It's super stiff. It's gonna power you through anything on the hill. Crud, bumps, powder, you name it. It's got a little bit of rocker to it. It falls in the Salomon rocker big mountain family. It's the new Salomon Sentinel.
Well, Curtis, you're a busy man. You're all over the place.
That was so cool. Anyway, she mentioned, if there was one ski you wanted in your quiver, it would be that Shogun. And that's the ski that I really like. And so I think next year that's the ski I'm going to be riding on. So I went out and tested that pair of Shoguns there. So if you want to go check that out, let's go check that out.
Let's check it out, Keith.
On the lake with laughter, liquor, and ladies. That's the reason why I'm living here. It's kinda hard to say on a 12-pack. It's even harder on a bottle of rum, but it's still a loaded, lazy leisure life on the lake of liquor and ladies. God, I love to say that loud and clear. I was born to have fun, and you know that I'm gonna get me some before I go. Now all kinds of people got all kinds of reasons for living. For some it's to get a good job, pay the bills and raise a couple kids. And some get so baked they can barely stay awake anymore. I'm going to hate the ones who are tired of having fun. And some eat granola and just want to climb a mountain. Too caught up with being healthy to have any fun. And some are so tired they lose a desire to try anymore. But I could care less about them, I know what I'm gonna do. For me it's a loaded, lazy leisure life on the lake with a laughter, liquor and ladies. That's the reason why I'm a living here. It's kinda hard to say on a 12-pack. It's even harder on a bottle of rum, but you know it's still a loaded, lazy leisure life on the lake with a laughter, liquor and ladies. God, I love to see that loud and clear.
Well, I'll tell you, Curtis, that's just excellent stuff. And you're so busy. Who else did you meet out there?
Well, let me just talk a little bit about that ski first.
Oh, okay.
And that ski is just a solid ski. You know, it's kind of a fatter, mid-fat ski. It's a little bit of a rocker on there. Rocker meaning it rocks a little forward, so it's easy to initiate a turn in powder and in deeper snow. And that was just a great solid ski. So anybody that's interested, check out that Shogun ski.
So you're going to go with the Shoguns next year?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I sure am.
Well,
now, you asked about who else I was able to interview out there. And, in Reno, we have a local manufacturer, Moment Ski Company.
Excellent.
And they're hand-making skis in Reno. As a matter of fact, in the recent Olympics, Shannon Barkey from Squaw Valley, another friend of mine, got a bronze medal in women's moguls. And,
USA.
Yeah, for sure. And she's just a great, full-of-life gal, and she is skiing on a stock Moment ski. So while I was out there, I ran into my buddy Luke, who is part of Moment Skis and a gang out there, and did an interview with them. So if you want to find out about some world-class skis made right here in our own backyard, check out this interview, and he'll tell you where you can find them.
Let's check it out, Pete.
How's it going?
Good.
You leave that with me, and then when you come back, we'll trade. Maybe you can get on the traditional camber parts and see that. Right on. Thank you, Andy. Nice to meet you. All right, have fun on this.
Hey, Snow Sports fans, it's Curtis Fong, the guy from Tahoe. Thanks for joining me right here on RSN. We're here with our local manufacturer, Moment Skis. I got Luke with me. He's going to give us a lowdown on what's happening with Moment Skis for you folks to buy next year. So tell us what you got going there, Luke.
Hey, Curtis, this is the all-new 1011 Tahoe. This is a 180 version. It's 127, 96, 118, all made in Reno, full-wood core, aspen, pine stringers. UHMW sidewall, doesn't crack like ABS. Super beefy edges and a really fast 4001 base.
Fantastic. And can people go to the website and look for these yet, or when will we have these on the market?
No, these are going to be on the market next year. Like all other brands, are going to be available, through a lot of retailers around Tahoe, porterstahoe.com, or direct through momentskis.com.
Fantastic. Hey, thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
Well, Curtis, that's just awesome, and I know we're getting close to ending up the show, and I want you to get your plug the things you got going. You mentioned earlier that your bike ride in June is already sold out.
Yeah, that's right. America's Most Beautiful Bike Ride's already sold out.
That's
and,
fantastic.
It's like 3,300 spaces gone just like that.
That helps the diabetes, right?
Well, half of them are from the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society.
Oh, okay.
They come from 69 different cities across the country.
Awesome.
And their goal is to raise at least $7 million this year.
Excellent.
We've had as many as 2,000 participants from their nationwide program. Raised over $8.5 million before. But, still $7 million in this economy as a fundraising, I think is remarkable.
Well, that's fantastic.
So that ride is sold out. And, of course, that ride you can get the website for registering for my rides. And I want to tell you about another ride we're bringing back, first off, and that's the Tour of the Carson Valley Barbecue and Ice Cream Social.
It's coming back.
Yeah, and it's kind of a fun event. It's going to be in Genoa on June 27th at Mormon Station State Park. And basically, it's more of a social ride in the beautiful Carson Valley with a nice barbecue, ice cream at the end, some live entertainment. And it's coming up, like I say, on Sunday, June 27th.
Well, how do you register for that?
You can go to the website at bikethewest.com, and registration is currently open there. And, of course, our second ride around Tahoe, which just opened registration online, is Tour de Tahoe Bike Big Blue, and that's our September ride.
Yes.
And so they can still register online for that event as well at bikethewest.com.
And you still have Oat Brand out there, too.
Oat Brand is out there. You can register for Oat Brand. That's the One Awesome Tour bike ride across Nevada. That's coming up towards the end of September. So you can check it out, sign up for all the bike events at bikethewest.com.
Well, I just think it's fantastic that you've already sold out. That's a good sign.
Yeah, that's a good sign. And for folks that are interested in my daily ski report,
yes,
I have a separate website that kind of links back and forth, but it's called bikeandskitahoe.com. And on that, you can catch the daily ski report there every morning. I'm up early compiling that. I upload that.
You're still doing it.
I'm still doing it. Yes, I looked at my calendar since November 18th. Every day I've not been able to sleep in, even while I was traveling. I did my report, recorded onto my my laptop out in those hotel rooms, and transferred it to the radio station.
Well, I'm
that's
proud
there.
Of you. And we have about 30 seconds left, so we have one more video. I believe you went to Kirkwood.
Yeah, I got one more video for you to show. They do some great high-angle grooming up there at Kirkwood. Sentinel Bowl is one of my favorite runs up there, so I've got a chest cam shot skiing down Sentinel Bowl.
Well, that's fantastic. This is, by the way, our hunt of the show, and
wow.
Thank you for being on Nevada Trails.
Well, thanks.
The
Thanks
guy
for
from
having
Tahoe.
me.
Appreciate
Cool.
it.
All right.
And Michael Smith for Nevada Trails. Enjoy the Kirkwood video. Thank you.